I see why I can't. For some reason, desktop audio is not working for me. Damn, I'm hella delayed right now. I was gonna reveal my voice anyway, like in the near future. I've done streaming before. There just really wasn't much of a point, you know. Especially when I thought I muted. Especially like when there's nobody playing the game. Why would I start streaming the game? You know, when there's like no audience. Plus, I was mainly gonna stream usually like, for instance, QnA like I'm about to do, and then I was also gonna do some tournament streams once we get PvP rolling. So everything looks alright. I'll send a link to my channel. I know where it is. I want to see if I could Streamlabs. It only has like it has two tabs for Twitch and for multi-stream, but I don't know if it has comments in there.
Hello.
Oh, hey. Oh, hey, Santa.
What's up? How are you?
Good, you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm trying to set up this stream on YouTube, and it's different from Twitch. Like, forcing me to kind of have everything towards Twitch, but I don't want to do Twitch because otherwise, like, both the stream and like everything with it can get deleted. Plus, like, the outreach on Twitch is horrible for Roblox.
Hmm. Yeah, I haven't really seen big Roblox Twitch streamers like never.
No, they're all VTubers. That's why.
VTubers. Oh my god.
It's either VTubers or people are like, hey guys, welcome back. Arsenal.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's just like people who are so dead inside. I don't understand why they get even the slightest amount of views.
Hmm.
And that's probably why Twitch is dead.
I mean, Twitch is just Andrew Tate now.
Like anybody that doesn't stream Roblox, honestly.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can find some decent streamers, but they don't like stream consistently.
Hmm. So how's the server going?
It's going well for a start, you know. Obviously, it's not going to be as easy as Shinda Wiki to grow it, because like I don't have a foundation that's generating having the
Hmm.
we're like at some points getting over 1,000 people joining our server a day, whereas here like nobody knows about Jokemon.
Yeah.
But that's more fun, I think.
Is the game good? I haven't played it.
It's pretty bare bones right now, but like you can't really do much when you only have one programmer. And it's not like I'm gonna blame him for not being able to keep up, but like it's an open world, so obviously it's gonna have a lot of things that you just can't do overnight.
Hmm. So it's like a Pokemon game?
Essentially, yes, but I'm not gonna say it is because Nintendo will literally go up your behind to even relate anything to their company.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
that's
at the
bad.
same time, like Jokemon, since day one, um, I made it because I played the original Pokemon Reborn game about 10 years ago on Roblox, and it was one of my most nostalgic games. Time I spent as a kid.
Hmm. So it's a fairly new game.
Yeah, I started the project around May, and about I'd say a month ago is when it really started to kick up with more people finding out about the game.
Hmm.
So how have you been doing?
I've been doing good. I'm just living life.
Nice.
I'm
Sort
trying to
of like
focus on myself more.
sort of like moving on from the older community that we're part of.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that it fell apart, but it is what it is.
You know, if I was there though, fine, but like I had things going on in my life, so I couldn't be there.
Yeah, I mean, Discord is kind of, in my opinion, just a waste of time now. I mean, you're not doing anything productive. You're just talking to people, and I
Anything,
mean,
it just kind of like
that's
motivated
not
me
that
to
bad, but
kind of better,
yeah. Hmm.
or like learn from what happened past. Cause I'm confident that I could make my own community without
Hmm.
having some foundation helping me. I feel like with my experiences running communities in the tens of thousands, having people around me that actually care, I feel like I could.
Yeah. Well, you're a good owner nonetheless. I mean, the new wiki, it like switched owners like more than 2 times in the a matter of fucking months. It's
Yeah,
really not that good now.
yeah, but nobody knows about me at this point. Only
That's kind of sad.
it's fine. I'm not affiliated with them anymore, so not like I really care.
Yeah, but you're the one who built this, and just for it to get taken away from you in the matter of days, it's not that good.
It's whatever. This time I'm actually gonna be the owner of my own community. Take control of it.
Yeah, you should be careful who you're surrounding yourself with. I never expected Far Out to do this. Like, I always thought you had his trust and stuff. He trusted you.
Yeah, I know. It's funny how someone after 2 years of trusting each other, working together, and then because you're busy doing IRL stuff, they turn their back on you.
Yeah.
Alright, well, gonna do a quick little update on the game, that more people join, and then I think I'm gonna start the Q&A. I'll give you guys some time to kind of like have any questions while I'm setting things up. But yeah, this is Santa. He was a moderator for one of my older communities, and he's pretty good at what he does. I definitely trust him more than probably anybody else in this server except maybe Yoshi, developer. I don't think he counts. And he's pretty much been working with me for what, like 1 to 2 years, maybe. That server.
Yeah, it's like 2 years.
Something like that. So he's got a bit of experience. I know he's not online like every day, but that's why
If
we
you
got
need
more
me,
than one mod. Why we got more
if
than
you need
one.
me to be online, I can be online. You just say it.
Plus, don't expect him to be like, active or not like he joined here because he loves the game. So it's not like here because that, you know, to be honest.
Honestly, I just joined for you.
Yeah, which I appreciate. Like I do need someone to take care of the server because I'm not gonna be there 24/7. But like, still appreciate the fact that some of you guys been working with me for a long time. You know, decide to help me in a game that they've never even played before. Now I just got a little thing. I think we should be good. Sometimes it doesn't. Alright, servers are shutting down real quick. There we go. Alright, so that should start the Q&A now that the game itself has that thing on the bottom screen. Notice, yeah. Alright, so how this is gonna work is I'm gonna look at the stream chat, and for guys that are currently watching the stream, where's Salivar Pink? Holy crap. I had a stroke for some reason. Where's Salivar Peacord? They're in the Salivar Mountains. That helps. Salivar Peak is at the top of the mountains. What are my hopes for the future of Jokemon? Ideal image would probably be making it similar, like where you could have like trading, healing items, special evolution, PP, and updated stats. Because you know, like only having 2 stats for attack and defense, that's not what we want. Which is why currently Yoshi is developing a new stat system game. You have your like speed stat, special attack, range, whatever, as well as for defense and HP. And maximum it'll go to is 255. Honestly, for the future of Jokemon, that it's really about as far as like can possibly go with the game, while maintaining a similar kind of feel of the game to its original remaster. How like you can just go ahead and attack monsters out here by clicking and then using the moves like this. I feel like that, in my personal opinion, feels better to me than having the whole battle system you see in Jokemon, where you just go through like this transition to another area and attack them like that. Because it just feels like you're more interactive with Jokemon themselves. Hopefully I answered your question, Brendan Bennett. Monkey is not obtainable, so can't obtain this one. Dynamax. Speaking of Dynamax, might be a thing, just not top priority right now. If you could do that though, that'd be awesome. I don't think like many other versions, Pokemon, Jokemon, whatever you want to call it, has Dynamax right now. Not that I know of though. Not like I just like browse through every other game and yes, it's at the top of cell of our map. No, Northwind is pretty basic, honestly, but if you look at the original version of it, very different. Literally just 2 boxes, and in the first box you have a ramp going up to the 3rd gym, then a ramp going off to the left, and to the left of that is like this little water pool area where you see like those 3 rocks. That's about it. The team looking to grow or stay inside? It's not a matter of just finding someone and hiring them, because for one, usually if you want to have someone who has quality like skills that you kind of want for your game, they usually ask for monetization for products. And the game itself, like, as much as it has some support from the community, which I do appreciate, you know, it's not gonna be enough for me to be able to hire somebody, you know, with certain skill that like have on our team, which kind of sucks, you know, but that's just the way it is. And being an open world game, you kind of need a decent sized team as well, otherwise it's gonna take forever for updates. I mean, Yoshi's been doing pretty well in terms of pace already, but he's the only one who's scripting for the game right now. And with so many things that we want to add to the game, it's gonna be pretty difficult to do that consistently without, you know, getting burnt out, all that sort of stuff that kind of sucks when you're making. In terms of modeling, I would say we're pretty good right now, because we have a few people that have made a decent amount of the new Jokemon that you've seen already in the game. I've credited most of them in the leaks channel as well, so you can kind of see like we do have that sort of down. I'm the only world builder, and that's just mainly because I like to be the own builder of my own maps, because I have a certain way I want to do things. So I know, like, especially this first area, you can't tell it's like very basic, but at the same time that's been my whole idea around this area. Keep it this kind of like open space so that people that just start the game aren't overwhelmed with a bunch of information about the game. See, spawn right around here, and then what you have is your 2 basic stations here. You got your shop, and then you got your station, and then you got this side which has a little arena here, which will have its functions in the future. Then you have yourself wild area. Now you do have this, but it's not like it's taking too much out of the map itself. It's just like this little green building, and immediately you can tell that you can't just go in here immediately, so you walk out and that's about it. So then usually players will figure out, I need to go down here, and then they notice, oh look, there's a monster right here. Then what we're gonna do though is we're gonna have a tutorial so that it's not too confusing for people. Usually people would just think, oh, I can just walk on them or something like that. Work. So I can see some people like how they get confused in this game. But yeah, I can see it also being confusing. That you have to click on them, and then right after that you actually have to attack. But before that, you have to open this combat module as well. So yeah, in the future, definitely tutorials gotta be made so that people. I know it might not look really obvious to already play the game, but for others, they're like, what am I supposed to do? When do you think you and your team can add PvP? PvP is probably going to be one of the bigger things in this game. I want it to be something that is, you know, like has its own sort of community. Instead of just like going through the game and collecting Jokemon and then leaving the game, never playing it again, I want players to use the Jokemon that they collected, including the rare ones that they find here and there, and then use them against other players. And then there's gonna be like trophy system, boards, maybe even passes. So there'll be all that sort of stuff that you can get. Maybe even guilds, you know, or ambitious enough. There's gonna be leaderboards for the top EP players, and I definitely want to do like tournaments and events, or you just like stream it live and then like have a bracket for people who go above and beyond in PvP. That's like way down the line, and it's gonna be very difficult with just one person working on it. Raids. Could you give more about raids though? Because I feel like there's a lot of definitions on raids. If I actually save 1,000,000 Poké Dollars and buy the bike, will I actually obtain it, or is it meant to be a roadblock until it's done being? Yoshi said he's made some progress on the animations for the bike, but I wouldn't buy it. Just cause if you notice my money, I'm currently in the negatives, and that's mainly cause I bought the bike. So I wouldn't buy it. I had 1,000,000 Poké Dollars myself that fortunately I didn't grind, I just gave it to myself. And then all of a sudden now I'm at negative 900,000. And as you can see, I have two. But I can't equip them, so kind of wait. I do intend on in the future having bike group benefit though. Understood about PvP. Gonna fix and you battle, they move, but sometimes the attack doesn't. So I know the move module and script is currently being worked on, and a lot of bugs with it. It really depends on how it's gonna look. But like after all the optimization, I think we won't really have to worry about like that as long as we have our testers, you know, making sure our updates are up to standard. There will be accuracy though, so you know. I know that sometimes like you're confused on why your attack doesn't do damage when you use an attack, but there's also an accuracy system right now. There's a good chance it's just because your attack missed. Just that we don't have like text that actually tells you that you missed. like a giant Pokemon, Jokemon, many people attacking it. Pogo. Oh, I see what you mean. So you're saying like having like, let's say a Dynamax, a Jokemon, or whatever. That's like the size of a building, and you have a party of people, you know, attacking it at the same time, something like that. Because you know, raids aren't supposed to be done solo. And then you can get rewards from that. Yeah, that sounds like a decent idea. It would definitely work well with an idea that I do have. And speaking of that, you know, I know a lot of you are looking forward to the Master Ball. When will that be coming out? You might be hopeful that it doesn't become a Robux item, you know, pay to win, whatever. I have an idea on that, and that's simply having Jokemon drop certain parts, and with those parts you can craft items. And for legendaries, for example, I'm thinking if we have like a legendary Jokemon drop Master Ball parts, so there would be an actual reason for you to defeat Jokemon that are legendary, and then you can use those parts to craft Master Balls. I would think that would make them still pretty rare and exclusive, something that you wouldn't just have just at any point, only for special occasions. And yeah, sorry if I sound very awkward right now. It's been a while since I've been streaming. Also, I really just woke up. I need to go my sleep schedule. Did I had a troll face Jokemon? We already have one Mimi Jokemon, which is the Impasta. I'm not even sure if I should like, remove this or not, just because like it's part of the game file that we got and making the game. It's just kind of like there. But right now I think it's best we well, the point of Salivar Peak is supposed to be sort of like secret, but since like half the people in the world know about it, I'm gonna tell you that it's behind the wall in the ice caves, if that helps you. Good luck. I don't plan on having any Mimi Pokemon right now. One that I have. Here it is. It'd be fun to have a raid boss. And you have like a whole server just attacking this Jokemon. Just cause like you can't fight it on your own. And you have like a chance to get it. Alright, well, let's talk about future update. Something that I like plan later on. So let's start with the starter area. This place, sort of basic, has its pros and cons. I'm constantly thinking like what I could add to this place without it being too intrusive to new players. I'm always up for suggestions on that as well. This, for those of you who are here for the shiny event, this is gonna be another event that'll happen really soon, and there's gonna be prizes for the top 3 on the leaderboard, so stay tuned for that. For here, we're gonna have a new area there. If you look down the leaks, I opened this area over here. I'm sort of thinking like maybe we can add some sort of like island all the way down here, and then I'm also thinking of adding another station, like you could say, somewhere around here that'll have a completely new feature in the game. Now with area after the waterfall area, some of you may have seen as after the 3rd gym. After that is gonna be a entrance to a cave, a certain cave, yeah. And it's probably gonna be the biggest cave that you've seen in the game so far. Be pretty fun to make. I can't really say too much about it because I haven't made it yet entirely, but definitely bigger than the ice caves you see at Salabar. Safari Zone. Safari Zone's not a bad idea, but I don't know if that'll be main focus. Waterfall area. The waterfall area is gonna be a sort of hub area, but not really gonna be focused on Safari in that certain district. I do think that it'll be a good idea to have one though, not in there. Some criticisms about the Jokemon I know I've definitely the murder pods here, for example. You know how like the models just look so plain, the smiley face and being 3 squares. So about that is they're placeholders. Just have those there, be there, that they just kind of like fill in. They're gonna be remade eventually. Just they're placeholders for now. So it's better than nothing, I think. I know, especially the C dots, the ones over here in Maple Leaf Forest, are probably my least favorite of the placeholders. But I feel like once they're remade, they're gonna look pretty. They don't even evolve too. Just kind of like there, be there, guys. They're so ugly. I'm not the one who made them, but I do apologize to the one who did. I'm not gonna say her name, in case. Definitely the most proud of Salavar Mountains. I put the most time and effort in this area than all the other places. This place was definitely I didn't expect to make it like as vertical as it looks right now. It was mainly just supposed to be like this little forest and surrounded by a couple mountains. Go through it, north one. And now it's literally like the biggest area. But I'm not complaining though, because I really wanted to make a snowy Sakura tree. I think it looked pretty well, but it is kind of gray for me as well at the same time. Not fully like to the color theme. It's just mostly the pink. Northwind Pass is alright, but be a lot better. Yeah. When are codes coming and what are you adding in for them? So most of the codes in the game don't have high hopes for them. They're mostly just going to be there just kind of like help newer players. So if you like have everything in the game right now, don't expect it to like be game changing. I'm planning on having secret codes though. Something that you'll kind of like chase after. They'll be hidden around. They'll be in ciphers, all that sort of cool stuff. And it's just kind of like there for anybody pretty much advance through the whole game and wants a bit of a challenge after. Because I'm looking for good ideas on how late game is gonna be. Because understandably, like, it's not looking really good right now. You know, you collect everything, and then what else do you just sit around and then explore the map, and then you're done. That's where like all these features and come in and stuff that I want to have added to the game and give everybody something to do. It's a matter of like waiting and all that. Which sucks. One v ones, definitely something I want to do. You know, you could just like 1v1 on the boardwalk here, and then just do like your little duels. Maybe I could even add something like where you can bet, and then you can win like actual like in-game currency from winning duels based on how much you bet. Now over here, you notice a little indent right here. A little spoiler for those of you who are here. This is gonna be for post 5th gym content. So you're gonna need the 5th gym badge to enter this area. This is like way later in the game. So don't even look at that area. What I'm saying. This area you're gonna be able to access. This area is gonna be done. Just way later. This place is nothing like too special though. So you know. What you're gonna look at though is this other area over here. Right over here. This is gonna be the next place you guys are gonna go to. And probably the biggest cave that you'll have in the game. And I know there's no fighting types in the game right now. That's one thing a lot of you have been asking. fighting types. There's gonna be more fighting types for sure. I kind of like forgot that we neglected that. I was mainly focused on psychic and ice, as well as fairy types when it came to Salivar. That I completely forgot about that. So in the next like big content update, 100% you're gonna be seeing fighting types. You guys can suggest any fighting types that you could add. Might consider it. For example, the Snarl and Night Slasher, which are based off of Sneasel evolution file. That was definitely a suggested one. If otherwise, I probably wasn't gonna. By the way, that the Snarl and Night Slasher was not made by me. Who was it again? I think it was Inferior who made Night Slasher and Snarl. These guys, all three of them, made a lot of the Jokemon that you hear in Salivar. What was Northwind? What's the best Jokemon? The best Jokemon in the game, say 100%, gonna be Angatron. His stats are ridiculous right now, but I'm gonna lower it. GP, all that's gonna come up. Either that or like when stats get remade, so that they're more realistic. Right now they're just like based off of like maybe this guy should have higher stats just because he's like a more physical attacker, maybe more defense. They look like they're more defensive. That's basically how the stats work right now. Angatron right here. This guy has a whopping 160 health stats. The highest in the game. I think the second highest, maybe like, I would say Mulawisk. Right. No. I'm trying to say Rhyperior. Ryak. 120. You guys do have pretty high stats. Definitely gonna be aware of that. Typically, legendaries are only supposed to have 100 stats each. So with Angatron having an average higher than 100, that's literally legendary status. Alright, Quasar. 137 attack, yeah. So Quasar is probably one of the stronger ones too. Mulawisk, a lot of people sleep on this Jokemon, but I buffed the crap out of it with its health. It might not be a strong attacker, but it is tanky as anything really. Anything except Angatron. It's just simply better. Frostlord is fairly balanced for a legendary. A little stronger than most of them though. 114 HP, grenade attack. Pretty solid. And I'm gonna buff the moves as well. It's gonna be even stronger. Maybe not the stats though. I have to lower it a bit just cause like once I add the certain move to it, it's gonna be ridiculous. Like even more powerful Quasar most likely. What is the one thing you want to add but may have issues? 100%. It's the mount system. The mount system is like the first thing that I think about, and that mainly because we don't have animation. And now that we talk about animations, we don't have any animations for Jokemon, so they just look like sticks. Because neither me or Yoshi know any sort of rigging, animation, or anything. And Yoshi himself will tell you he does not want to touch scripted rigs and stuff. So yeah, as far as things are going right now, you're probably never gonna see animated Jokemon, and you're probably never ever gonna see a good animation ever. That also includes good move attacks as well. Maybe, I don't know. Like flamethrower, fire blast, ice beam, and all that. We do have the effects for it, but making the animations is not our strong suit. I can do GUI, I can do building, I can do modeling, I could do particles. I can do a lot of things, but when it comes to animations, that is not my strong suit. About lag. So I know optimization. That's one of the things on top of our list right now. Because I know a lot of lower end players are getting a lot of lag issues, and we also see a lot of crash reports in our stats, especially on phones, tablets, generally lower end devices. So what I'm thinking to combat it is like having only the area you're currently in being rendered. So every other area your client is not rendered. All you see is this place, but you don't see Maple Leaf Forest. So that's something that Yoshi's tackling right now. Kind of like figuring out how he can sort of like do that, or like having some other way. Because I think it's also due to more entities in the world itself as well. You know, like having hundreds of these creatures, you know, just spawning all over the world at the same time. You know, despawning, spawning, interacting with physical objects, you know, attacking. It has a lot of things going on in the game itself at the same time, so probably lowering the amount of entities might help the game as well. So expect last Jokemon to spawn in the future. Can you do Pokemons? So if you're talking about a release system, as far as like your box, that's definitely a feature you want to have as well, because you've noticed my box, I have 100 things in there. Like a bit of a pain scrolling up and down already. You can only imagine like continue updating more and more Pokemon. It's gonna get more ridiculous. Yeah, I definitely want to have like some way to delete Pokemon that are in your box currently. Fan-made Jokemon, what are the requirements for that? So for fan-made Jokemon, particularly, I have pretty high standards for that. Regardless of me being grateful and all, I still have high standards for my games that I make. Now, we have a few people making models for the game right now. As you can see, these right here. are helping me model Jokemon right now. But if you're making models, I have certain standards for them regardless, because they're being put into a game that I have like a lot of passion for. And I'm not just gonna like be that guy that just, oh, love that you care so much about our game, I'll definitely add it, you know, being the nice guy. I gotta be brutally honest. If it doesn't fit my standard, I'm not gonna have it in my game. But I will tell you though, if you really are passionate, make something for, then by all means, I'll help you out. If you need sort of like an idea of how to model, I have my own Roblox place that I spend a good 1 to 2 hours working on, just for people that are interested in modeling for the game. If you want a file link to that, it is in my community server. If you want to build, and if you have good submissions, I'll definitely, you know, look at them. Actually, if they're good or bad, I'll still look at them, but I still gotta give my honest opinion on them, regardless. There's stuff like wild areas happening anytime. Well, if you're talking about the wild Jokemon system, like, well, Pokemon system, whatever, like in Lumion Legacy, where you walk into tall grass and then go to transitional battle mode phase, then no, not gonna be added, or plan to be added. The current system where you do this, click on the Jokemon, and then attack them, that's the sort of game I want. Not where you transition to another place and attack them. This, in my opinion, is just more fun once you actually get something going. Like, once you get facts and all that sort of stuff going on, and you see other players battling in real time, I think that's way better than just going off, you know, having this scene. But if you like that sort of game, then there's always Lumion Legacy. Or you can play the brick bronze copies that are there. Yeah, you need to be strict with it, but what exactly are your standards? So with modeling Jokemon, they gotta have like that cartoony look. Okay? I'm not trying to make like detailed, textured Jokemon. Like something cute like this, bubbly, bright, something that would appeal to anyone of any age. God, I look so ridiculous in this outfit. But yeah, something like this, or you could look at Frostlord, which looks awesome, but still has like that bright appearance. Something like this. That's something that I want for the game. Nothing too complicated. Something that just fits. It's like something that you can't really like fully explain. It's like low poly, cartoony. That's about all I can give. It depends on your art style as well. Some people just can't like replicate certain styles. And like for me, I literally cannot do like, actually no, like I can do some hyper realistic, but it's just not my thing. High poly, no, not for me. More cartoony. My favorite color, I would say, is in the realm between blue and green, somewhere between. A nice little, like a nice cyan, toys. More in that realm is what I like to see as a color. Frostlord. Frostlord. Spawns in Salavar Peak only. I really like the color for Devibat. That's definitely one of my favorite colors. Shiny Devibat. Like the green. Alright, I'm only gonna do this once. Those of you who don't know where it is. I'm fat, so it's gonna take. Go over here. Find. Go play. Probably doesn't have anybody here now. I probably jinxed my. Probably is. In my opinion, one of the better looking areas. This is the only place where Frostlord and Nessie will spawn. You guys haven't known. It's not gonna be easy though, especially for Frostlord, because I made their chances very low. I would say they're pretty sought after, regardless. There a way to submit your creation. Know that you see. So my DMs, regardless of how big my community get, will stay open. So if you got something to submit, you can DM it to me, or you can post it in art showcase, and then I'll take a look over there. Now, that's the thing is, I know a lot of people don't have this. That might also be another. But at the same time, like, maybe if I had a Twitter, that could be another outlet for anyone who doesn't have Discord. Yeah, right now the main way to contact me is on Discord. I'd use that, but I'm sure I might do Twitter. The community gets bigger. Like, there's more people that want to send me.
Do you think this community can actually get really big? Like, I'm talking big, like Shindo Life community.
That is pretty ambitious. I mean, Shindo Life, their main server alone had 500,000 people and growing. Like, they were stuck at 500,000. Like, they could get bigger than that, but that was the maximum size of it. No one can join after that. Let's say we could even get close to 500,000 people. It was pretty ambitious, regardless.
Well, hopefully.
I see the group maybe reaching 1,000, but that's about it for now.
1,000?
As long as we keep up the
Yeah, it's really nothing compared to our old community.
Yeah, I know. We reached what, 70,000?
Yes.
No problem.
We were also growing, so we could go to like 100k.
Oh yeah, sure. If like, no, like the wiki itself, the website, we're getting more views than Dream is right now on with streaming Minecraft. We're getting more views than him.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could
You've
definitely
mentioned that before, and it's really amazing that
Oh
You
yeah,
can get so many views, but yeah.
we were literally #1 searched wiki on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Higher than Genshin, higher than RuneScape,
Genshin, oh,
League of Legends, higher than all that. Yeah,
that's an achievement in my opinion. Like,
yeah. Not now after I left, it's dead.
yeah, like the server is completely ruined in my opinion. Wiki, I don't know if the wiki's doing good.
Whatever. It was fun while it lasted, though. I got to meet a lot of people. Made my day a lot better.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if you guys got any questions in the chat, I'm gonna answer pretty much all of them unless it gets ridiculous. Out. I only got 20 viewers. Right now, actually, if you guys want to, you can DM any questions on. What are your thoughts on older Pokemon games like Pokemon Adventure, Brick Bronze, Pokemon Pokemon Adventures. Sounds familiar. Might have played it when it came out. Sounds very familiar. I actually have to like look at a video of it to know. I played a lot of games when I was a kid. 10 years ago on Roblox, but like I don't remember everything. It's just mainly Pokemon Reborn struck me. It was so different than any other game I played at the time. Now, Pokemon Brick Bronze, I never got into it because I didn't like the style. I only like Reborn style and literally have live battles out in like the open world instead of like weird fight where you're alone in this other realm, and it's like an exact copy of Pokemon. I could just play Pokemon on the Nintendo if I wanted to. Why would I have to play it on Roblox? Reborn was just like a completely different entity. Will you add false swipe? So the reason why we're not really like adding a lot of moves right now is just because like everything's being remade when it comes to moves. So literally, if we add a move, it has a zero purpose because it's just gonna be the same thing as tackle, but with a different name. So until that gets like completely revamped, there's no point. Like you can see like even like the biggest move, hyper, no, not hyper beam. Hyper beam actually has a move animation, which is part of the original copy. But like adding a new move like Blizzard, Glacial Spear, has no new effect. It's because like there's nothing to like base it on. It just scratch and tackle. When will you give CD a whenever we remake? Personally, I'm not very motivated to remake something already in the game. But anybody, you can feel free, like feel free to send models of the actual evolutions, and yeah, I'll eventually get to them myself if I have to. Yeah, like I asked the contributors, well, working on the game right now, like they want to do it because something that already exists in the game. I don't really want to do that. I want to add something to it. It's not there yet. I gonna add Moltres and Zapdos. Stay tuned for those. Frostlord or Articuno, you can not actually. As you can see, it's like something special, not like the typical legendary that just spawns anywhere in the game. I want to do more of this for legendaries. We kind of have to explore secret areas around, find them. That's like the only way you can get them. Now, I already have an idea for Zapdos. He'll be coming in very soon. I think Moltres is gonna be like the last of the. But when it comes to legendaries, they're probably gonna be like the next one. Now, when did I start game development? On Roblox, I started game development when I was 15. That was around 2017. It's been almost 5 years now. I've been on and off development during my first 2. Then, if you're talking about like game development in general, like how I got that interest, way before that as well. It was like when I was around the age of 10, 11, like around the year 2011, 12. I was really into Minecraft at the time. What I used to do, I used to make maps for my friends, and I would make like these game modes, mini game, all that. This was on console, well, so like there was no like man blocks or anything. Everything was manually done by the host. So I would make like these mini games and get more and more advanced with. I started making like Bed Wars maps. Then I started making Kit PvP, Sky Wars, arenas, hide and seek maps, and then I made like this entire like thing so big that everybody who played it literally thought I was modding it in. So I eventually started like feeling forced to stream my stuff on YouTube to prove that my builds were not actually stolen from people on PC, which I didn't even have at the time. And it was really fun though. Like I would stream for like 5 hours at a time, just constantly like building out new areas. And it was like block by block as well. It was not like World Edit where you could place a million blocks in 1 second. I was building entire planets by piece. And it was fun because like it just felt more rewarding in that. Adventure Maps was one of the most fun for sure. I think the most recent one was this PvP, and it had its own economy system. I had people who were in charge of certain districts of the map, had guilds, had challenge towers, we had different worlds, like we had vault tiers, also had a jail system for those who were breaking rules. And I would spend months making maps. I was like what, middle school, 12, 13 years old. Yeah, that's what really got me into like game development later on. Because after a while, like I was kind of like thinking, especially later into Minecraft building, I got into a building competition. It was hosted by like really talented builders, some of the top Minecraft builders for console that you could possibly find. Like they would make maps that would take them like 6+ years to make, with like 30 people working on it. And they hosted this building competition. Sure, I'll join it. The first competition that I joined, I got first place in by a landslide. Like they're like, alright, this guy got first. I was like really awesome at the time. And they made me one of their builders for that city they've been working on for 6 years at the time. I became the lead builder for modern houses, which was pretty cool. But after that, I was kind of like, I feel like I'm pretty limited on Minecraft. It's just blocks, and I was really into Roblox years while I was playing Minecraft. Kind of made that trend. Roblox develop. It was pretty difficult though, cause like a very different way of building. But after getting more and more used to Roblox Studio, how I ended up building this game right here. It just took a lot of getting used. When will you give Turret an evolution? Turret already had an evolution being worked on half a month ago at this point, but every single one of them were scrapped because like they all suck. I don't feel like that they would look good in the game, as well as Yoshi. Will there be name changes for Pokemon? Someone comes up with something better sound. There's one that literally sounds better than what it is currently in the game. I wouldn't really mind much. So it's gonna be pretty hard because it's already in the game. So it's been established already, so it's gotta be a really good name for actually accept. And about that, like something similar, the nicknames for nicknaming Jokemon. That's definitely something I wanna have for the game. I think it would be pretty cool, like getting your own starter for the first time. You know, some people wanted to be able to nickname their starters instead of having Jaw Drop, Burn equivalent, because they're a Jokemon. So it's got to be good enough, or you're like, gotta make way to type everything. Yeah. It's gotta be really, yeah. Otherwise, I'm just not. It's like, is it worth changing the name at that point? People that have played the game are already getting used to names that are currently in the game. Like, changing that. It makes them have to get used to that naming. And it's not really the same anymore. Because the first impression to the player, no matter what it is the most important. And changing that is very significant. Whether or not it's like small as like a nickname, whole starter area is changed. How nice the sunset is with this. I really like the ray effect. That's one of the things with the starter area, like I said a while ago, is changing the starter area is very hard for me because it affects a lot with the game, way more than any other area in the game, considerably. Like, do I add this? Tough, because right now it's not like the best looking start area, but if I change the start place, I feel like I have to change every other place to kind of match it. If I change the walls of the first area, make it look more appealing in a certain way. If I change the trees, if I change the buildings. What are your thoughts on world building? I put a lot of time and effort just thinking about what I for and what I kind of want for a theme in this world. I don't want to like add too much to certain areas, otherwise I won't have ideas. Place kind of has like their own designated typings. I also wanted to make sure the starting areas had the basic types. So if you notice, the first area has grass type as a main typing. The second area, Rotsune, as well as the Cliffview area. Rotsune mainly, water. Then after that is Maple, Forest, Fire. As long as we got those three areas down, I feel like it's a lot easier next area. I definitely wanted to make sure that at least one water type, grass type, and fire type instead of the starters, so that choose one starter, you don't feel compelled to choose a different one on another type for it. Pebble Rock, Rock type. I feel like Rock type right now, probably like the most common one right now. Right now, I'm thinking electric type, fighting type, poison. Poison even a type? Or is it just? Yeah, I think it's a type. I'm thinking of like bug. Yeah, poison, electric, and fighting. Bug. Those four probably gonna be the main focus points next area. Game's generally made. I want it to be made where it's like balanced. That like one type is dominant in the region. Swamp area. Swamp area would go well with coastal area I'm thinking of on. But as there's also gonna be bug themed area after the 5th gym. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited for the 5th gym. It's gonna look sick. Wait, no, not the 5th gym, the 6th gym. The 6th one is probably gonna be my favorite one to make. Can't really tell you what the theme is, but it's gonna look really nice. One little thing about me, I don't fix any glitches like that. I'm the world builder. That's the #1 thing I do. When it comes to bug reports, you gotta go to about that. Now I do model most of the Jokemon, but primarily, especially what it looks like in the future, I'm gonna be the one that takes care of the whole world building. Are you planning on making more side areas for parts of the map? Yeah, sure. Rotsune, Maple Leaf, and Salabar Peak. They're just side areas that you don't have to go to in order to advance into the game. That's why there's no gyms in there. Go through the whole game without select every, so it gives you that freedom, but at the same time they're there so that the game's just not linear like that. That's the main purpose of them. That's kind of what I want. And you can get to the end of the game just going through the gym, of course, but you have so many more places to go. You have to like go other ways of add more. I'm gonna add a haunted mansion. Why? Because ghost types, or just because you want a haunted man? Haunted mansion would better, but I for that I have other. Will there be branching paths as well? Yeah, but the map's not the world itself right now is kind of basic, so there's not a lot of paths you can get right now. Right now you can only go up to the 3rd gym. Although I do expect gyms to be added more slowly though, now that there's 3 gyms. I've mainly been focusing on content like that because there's not much to start with. Probably go through the whole game right now. Then like one day. Actually, 100% you can go through the whole game in one day. But before, you could only go through the game in like 1 hour and be done. So I felt like I needed to add more gyms so that people have more. Your thoughts on Sakaiju? Kaiju? No idea what Sakaiju is. Kaiju is lesser another game. Oh, okay. Based off of Pokemon. But it's like different. Yeah, I'm looking at the worlds right now. I'm not a big fan of that. Not the world look at all. But that's nice that the models, they look alright. Just the world themselves, no. How do you get Spooker? Spooker is not in the game. It's to be in the game as part of the post 6th gym 4, as well as Mudafly on there, as well as Absol, named to Absence. Can't go there right now. Okay, let me go into edit mode. Like give you guys like a glimpse I'm talking about. can see that? Yeah. Are the models what you want? Standard. Yeah. The current models, to me, they seem fine right now. They could be better, but I'm not having too high of expectations. So you can see waterfall area, not too big. It's got 3 areas. It's Salivar is absolutely massive. Whole area right here gone. It's gonna be a whole like ocean over here. The islands over there that you can explore. You guys are familiar with these areas? Right here. Let's see. Take the next area. So these are all areas that are not accessible because I'm gonna remake them entirely. And if you guys want to see exactly what the maps like, go. As you can see, it looks very different style of the world. What the game used to look like 10 years ago. Different. Don't worry, this place is gonna look. I'm not gonna look like that at all. This area then leads off another cave area. For exactly here. Yeah, so you start over here. You enter this like underground area. Buildings are here, all gonna be gone. Here's gonna be gone. This arena here, I might do something with. Buildings are all gonna be gone. Gonna remake this entire area. 4th gym that, you know. And this teleporter ports you another cave. Start over here. Then you enter like this molten, this massive box. Very ugly. Is gonna be remade the other place. This will port you to 5th gym all the way up. And enter like this island place. Has like one guy, which moment runs a this little monster. like entire area. Got a Poke Center, but that area over there is actually a dead end, so you actually got to go back through this cave. Goes that cave, back to that cave, and then you go back to the waterfall area. Now that's gonna be the 4th and 5th gym. It's gonna be a lot different than that though. Once I make it, it's gonna look like it's gonna have this sort of quality to it. You guys should have seen what this place is as well. What was your favorite generation of Pokemon? Generation 5. I didn't grow up with it, but when I first played Black and White Suit, definitely my favorite. I like the music, I like the story, I liked everything about it. But the Pokemon were kind of weird at first, but this area is kind of like a side area. This elect, if I can find it. I think it's this. Yeah. Get ported over here. I always feel like there's a little maze thing. Be done so much better. And then last portal here, which leads to the 6th gym, is I think it's this one right here. Leads you to this forest here. Start here. Go up here. This is where like all the bug types spawn in. Go through that portal again. Probably gonna be my favorite place. I'm gonna be honest. This little box area is gonna look so different, you're not even gonna recognize. We got 2 main areas. We got a city, and we got constructions. I have the greatest ideas that I can't just show. After that, hard to tell where everything. Already went through all the. Went through that. Well, whatever. 7th area is like this. And that's where you find Spooker and all that. But after that area, find this waterfall. This place is actually the final area. Start here. Pretty good idea. Obviously, to Roblox's standards today, this is very weird looking. This is where the gym leader spawns. Yeah, that's pretty much every area except the 4 tower back. But I say that tower over there is not the elite. It says it is. It's not. what I have for the Elite Four. You're gonna start at the bottom of this tower. This is what the original storage looked like. So compare this to the one. Notice some similarity, but way different. Little trainer over here. Bonze. Godsend. Trainer. These are actually developers of the older Jokemon, if I remember. Or like developers of Pokemon. All the way up to one and only, or however you call him, creator of Pokemon Reborn. That is that is gonna be way late. I'm not even gonna touch that for a while. I really want to make this thing really cool game. There's so much more done. Alright, well, that's enough looking through the map for now. A lot needs to be done. How do I feel about Funky Friday? I've never played Funky Friday. Heard it here. I've never played it. And I don't feel like probably ever will. Not my type of game. What is your opinion on Lord Healer? Don't know who. Will the tower work like the battle tower? So the tower, I'm not gonna say too much yet. Get a one Pokemon from Black and White. This is my favorite Pokemon, Black and White. I would say it's Electro. Electros, like, GOAT in my team. The fact that Electros learned Levitate made it like one of the most overpowered Pokemon, and I just wiped the champion with it. I had some decent. Well. Oh wait, no. I think my favorite's definitely gonna be Chandelure. A lot of people hate on it just for being a Chandelure. One of my favorite, coolest ones of all time. In terms of like being on my team though, it's Electron. The coolest one by far was Chandelure. Where's the next gym after the flying one? The next gym after the flying one? Really right next. I'll literally show it to you on stream. Right now, I can understand that it's a bit of a pain. As long as you teleport though, you should be fine, but I feel like walking like it's a bit of a pain to one area. But mounts are gonna hopefully a lot easier have like teleport. Or like the most painful training your Jokemon right there, right? But you actually have to like walk to This place is pretty nice though. Very short. Pretty sweet. Has a good variety. I think Pebble Rock Caves play like closest area to be. I still want to add more to like every area because right now it's pretty plain. So here, flying gym. Right here, what to do is in the third gym area. Get the second gym badge. Just so you know, the snowboard that's inside of this guy's head, it's not gonna stay there. It's a temporary thing. He'll be okay. Oh wow. How's no one gonna tell me that I've been on studio the whole time? Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to go back to the second. Alright, so for the person that wanted to know what their gym is, literally right there. This guy over here. Falcor. Over here. That's about as simple as it gets. Will you be adding other NPCs? Yes, for sure. 100% more NPCs, but the current way the NPCs work, not really much of a point in adding NPCs. I feel like once there's a better NPC system, be more inclined to adding more. You got a dialogue being worked on. Place that. You know how you have to like this, you know, like the boring old classic chat system. That's gonna be replayed. Let me open up a file of the original and show you the difference. If I have. On. I'll get it. I know where it is. I think it's Oh, crap. uh, that's just a place to my other account I don't want to log into. File. On. You had mega evolutions or not? Yes, can. It once we get special evolutions in the game, evolution stones and all, then yes, mega evolution definitely on the list. Alright, you guys want to see what the game looks like when we started working on it? There it is. That is the game right there. Or buy stuff. Your storage at your station. Beautiful buy right. Bridge. Buildings. Windmills. Area. That. Beautiful, doesn't it? Larger area right here. You can tell it looks very similar, but it looks very different to what it looks like now. Same layout. I wanted to keep it authentic in its own way, but make it more appealing to players. Got your little arena here. Got your little gym boss right here. Storage. Here. Bam. Teleport. Oh, by the way, see this? This doesn't exist. Rotsune, Maple Leaf, Salivar, those were completely made from scratch. They were never in the original. Let me... The original area. And then this is the Roblox version right here. Very different. Let me show you guys the cave. See how different the cave looks. This is where you spawn normally. That's it. Cave right here. This is Pebble Rock Cave. Oh, do you prefer my cave or the original? Let me know. Oh yeah, this is the second gym area. Oh, look how beautiful it looks. Falconer right here with no pants. No, two teleports right here. Got it. No, nope. Jokemon ever spawned. Go to the third area. Ramp. Now this is about all the snow you get from this place. However, and then you got your 3 rocks right here. Nice. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let it run. You guys can actually see them spawn. This is what seal used to look like. Oh yeah. When the remake for it right now. Just not in the game yet. It's being made by the control. Alright, this leads, you know, to the waterfall area. And if you know, you might be surprised, but yeah, this is all the content that you could have up by now. After that, you go waterfall place. Beautiful, isn't it? Got Amigo here. He stains. Waterfall place. Then at least you guys know about already. You guys haven't seen this place yet. Where Spookers spawn. Muda flies. You're right. We got a bridge. Got trainer here. Here. Got the 7th gym leader. And then once you go over here to the waterfall area, go to that place. I think the mouse traps looks my honest opinion. Not too bad. Oh. Yeah, we got QnA here. This will be pretty nice to make. The Metron spawn. Where the Metrons are supposed to spawn. I don't know if they have spawn. Very hard to see. In their glory. You know, this is the original spawn. Actually, I spawn. I blew it. Very angry. Our Raimon. Got the original 3, the trio. Sapley, Rascal, Barky. One. Shiny spawn, cool. Caterkiller. Caterkiller. I'm gonna Caterkill you. Died. Been streaming for how long?
Like 2 hours now.
Yeah. Time flew by.
Yeah. I'm just playing Project Slurs in the meantime while listening to you.
Alright, so I'm gonna close it off. If you guys got any final questions, ask me. Go ahead. After the stream though, you guys can still have any questions later on. We have a suggestion channel. Everything. Is turret getting an evolution? Turret gonna get an evolution, but the evolution was scrapped because it looked like it looks ugly. And turret kind of difficult to make just because like it's like a giant tail, and to make that out of parts is kind of difficult. If you modeled before, unless you're doing it on Blender. Are we getting mover learners? Or maybe 2. Yes, I do want to add that. 100%. But again, moves are still being completely remade, so there's also that. Shoot, I'm gonna make a poll. I want to see what you guys think. The rest of you guys watching. One should be remade first. Alright, so the poll is gonna be for Caterpillar or Sparky. This is for the starter area. I kinda wanna see what Caterpillars, you know, the little bug that turns into a butterfly. But obviously not look like a butterfly. I don't know if I have. The current legendaries are definitely placeholders. The only ones that are not are and the Frost Lord. You guys want Sparky? That's understandable. No. Sparky's supposed to be Pikachu, Raichu, Pikachu. I'm sure you guys would want that in the game instead of a toy box. The thing about remaking, especially Pokemon like Pikachu, making something similar to that, is I know that there's a lot of people that would want to see that in the game. Makes me want to make it special, more special than most of the other, especially starters. I spend more time on the starters than any other Jokemon because I feel like those are probably like the most important ones, because everyone's gonna have a starter and it's gonna be like the one thing that people are gonna adventure with probably the most, especially with legendaries as well. They're supposed to be these big complex that just look completely awesome. That's why I spent upwards of like 2-3 hours making Frost Lord. It's just supposed to be this beast that everybody wants to get. It's awesome. I mean, you can't say that you'd rather have a Caterpillar over a Frost Lord, right? I mean, it literally has 3 blocks. Detail or something. Frost Lord literally has Blizzard. Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm probably gonna do more updates to the game today, but don't expect much. You can always ask questions later on Discord. I always have DMs open, so don't be afraid. And if I don't respond to you, just don't spam ping. So that's one thing. If I'm not responding to you, it's probably for some reason. I'll answer this one question. I'm gonna close the stream. Where do you get Nessie? In fact, every nook and cranny of this game, literally breaking the. Nessie only spawns at Salavar Crosslord. That's the only place it spawns. And you're gonna have to ask someone else over the look. Alright. Yeah. Until I stream on the future.